Welcome to, that is not how I talk. Hey guys, thanks for visiting again. Today, now if you watched the last video or 2 videos back, I talked about how I was going to be making chuck beef steak. I don't know, let me fix this real quick guys. And then I'm gonna change the angle so you can actually see me cut up all the stuff I need to cut up. Okay. Hey guys. If I'm going to be doing this cooking thing long term, I got to go back down to my regular weight. I'm just saying. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Chit Chat Cook and Sing with Cheryl. That sounds kind of old-fashioned. Welcome to Chit Chat Cook and Sing with Cheryl. Okay, I just had to do something funny, but sound a little more soulful. So I am like a health-conscious, soul and Caribbean-inspired chef. Might be a lot, right? But that's what I basically do. So when I mean health-conscious, I try to use a lot of organic food, a lot of healthier oils. I'll cook in with like olive oil or avocado oil. I have to get some more avocado oil this weekend, but this is what I'll be. Oh, do I need this today? I'll probably put a little bit inside my food today. I cook with herbs. I don't buy white sugar. Now, once in a while, of course, I might be out. Of course, you have something to drink or, and when I say something to drink, it could be a latte, iced latte, matcha, chai. You know they're going to use regular sugar. But at home, I do not. I use natural healthier sugar, which means they have more nutrients in it. But with any kind of sugar, you need to use moderation. But I usually cook with brown rice syrup, raw honey, agave, what's another one? Coconut sugar, maple, because it's natural sap from a tree. And there may be another sugar, I just can't think of it right now. There's another natural sweetener that I use. But I get all of those. I use all of those and I replace food that I would make with white sugar. I use it with that. I haven't bought white sugar in years actually. Because even when I was trying to transition, I was always using natural sweeteners too, in addition to. And I was buying the brown cane sugar. It's still sugar though. But yeah, so pretty much that's it. Today, yes, I'm going to make this beef chuck that I talked about. If you saw 2 videos ago, 1 or 2 episodes before this one, I talked about making the beef chuck steak. And I also talked about making some natural sweet tea. So I made some turmeric and black pepper tea. It's turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. And so all I did was do some bags in there. I have loose herbal tea as well. Big on that. But I also bought these bags of ginger, turmeric, and black pepper tea. So I pretty much just boiled them. Well, brought it to a boil. Brought it to a boil. And then letting it steep for, I've probably been in there already about 7 minutes or so. I'm just going to let it sit in there. And then as it cool out, well, when it actually cool up, because I'm going to use a glass pitcher this time, I'm going to pour it in here. Now, I'll probably have some left over that won't fit here, but I'll just shrink it up today. So I'm going to put it in here. I have to rinse this out, actually wash it out real quick. Now I'm going to have to change the angle because I'm going to be cutting up these peppers. I don't have all of my other peppers because I didn't plan on recording, and I decided the last minute, all right, you're just going to have to use your natural. I washed my hair and threw some little stuff on the edges. Using my natural curl, my hair thin some. You ladies know, some of you gone through the changes. Your hair can thin, and I didn't catch it enough time, me being a licensed cosmetologist, but I was busy going to school, doing all the things. I wasn't really focused on my hair at the time to keep it from getting as thin. I was wearing my styles, my braids, my weaves, all kinds of other styles and protective styles. And I just noticed over time, like, wait, my hair is, but I wasn't even thinking about the menopause thing. I was just busy. Oh my God. But anyway, but I love my natural curl. You can't even see it right now. Maybe you can, but I like my natural curl. I have inherited from my biological dad, of course. Okay, let's get back to this. So I use a lot of organic peppers, as I say. So this is an organic green pepper. I have some organic scallions, not an organic paper, if you want proof, but can't. I'm not going to get it right now. It's in the refrigerator. Organic scallions, aka green peppers. I'm so used to calling it scallions, and people go green onions. I'm like, huh? Oh yeah, green onions, scallions. Got it. But usually I would also put in this meal the red peppers, the yellow peppers, and the orange pepper. I like the, and garlic, of course. I'm out of garlic. I just got the finished garlic, and I had 3 little, they look bad though. I threw them out. I'm just a little skeptical. I'm going to be cooking it in a crock pot. So I have my crock pot over here. Excuse the dishes. I dried some dishes off that I took out of the dishwasher. I have a nice crock pot. This is by Drew Barrymore. I actually won this crock pot in a competition on social media, and I followed through with the influencer, and next thing you know, she was like, oh my God, you won, and then a crock pot was at my door. So that's awesome, because my other one, what happened to the other one? Something happened with the other one I had before this one. But I wanted this because I was watching Drew Barrymore talk about her brand, and I'm a fan of Drew Barrymore, period, since she was a little girl. So I said, shucks, I would like to have one of those one day. Sometimes you have not because you ask not. I prayed and I prayed. Later on came a crock pot at the door because I joined a competition. See, okay. I'm a preacher too, guys, for those of you who don't know me. I am. So you're going to see a lot of things, a lot of parts of my personality come out. We all have different parts, you know? Okay. Now, let me cut up these peppers. Let me see if I can capture it here where I have put the camera. I think I might be able to do it without moving this. Excuse my fingers, guys, but I'm just trying to adjust. I'm getting close to it. Adjust. Right, you can see it a little bit, but not quite enough. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm sounding like them old Baptist preachers back in the day. Or Kojic, which is where I grew up in. Kojic. Who else is from Church of God in Christ? Okay, now I'm in non-denominational, but still believe in the Holy Spirit and the gifts and the offices. 5. Okay. I'm not going to do anything fancy. Now, what happens is, wait a minute now, because I'm going to cut these. I'm going to rinse off my steak and throw it all in the crock pot. But actually, I'm thinking, because usually I don't put, some people do, I don't put my peppers into a little later. I don't know. I just like to keep some of the rawness of it, even though some people may be sensitive to their stomach. But it's going to be stewing down in the crock pot. So I think I'm going to rinse my meat off first. Let's go there. Here we are. Ooh, I done went from church to secular. But I heard Marcus D. Wiley says, the Christian comedian, or the comedian who happens to be Christian, says, it's all right to be secular for 2 minutes. I'm from New York, and so I used to listen to his radio station all the time, and he will always have this little segment. It was on a Christian station. Can't remember who was doing it at the time. No, it was Willie Moore, somebody. And he would say that. I'm like, you know what? That's true. Because secular don't mean sinning. He just said secular. That's just anything that's not Christ-oriented. But it don't mean that it's bad. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to rinse off this meat. I'm going to rinse off this steak. Yeah. Don't act like y'all got no, you don't have a little cuckoo side to you. Or you got a family member who does. I tell my daughter, I'm so sorry. You got to earnestly for me and your dad. I am so sorry. All right. Don't look at my... Okay. This is not my fabulous hair day. This is my at-home, relaxed, decent-looking day. Okay? All right. Don't talk about me. I have a habit of smelling meat because years ago, I remember sometimes going to the meat market, and sometimes some of these meat markets, I don't know, but I used to poke holes and smell. Well, I started doing that now. I'm sorry, but that's what I do. Don't tell everybody. But because I had some bad incidents where I brought home meat that was bad and smelled bad and had to take it right back to the store, ever since then, my daughter looked at me and laughed. But she probably do the same thing now too. I poke holes in my meat package, make sure it don't smell and it smell fresh. And I also look at the color, because sometimes they have the brown side on the bottom. All kinds of tricks out here, just scammers. So yes, I'm sorry, but not sorry. So this was red on both sides, this meat. But Lord. I took it out of the freezer last night. Yes. So I like this. This meat is pretty clean mostly. Rinsing it off well. I have 5 pieces. Oh, good. I was like 4, but this is 5. I caught a good sale because meat, as the young people say, meat be high. Meat costs a lot of money now. You get more for your buck back in the days. I would have got a big packet of long packages of beef back in the days for the money I spent on this. I don't remember how much I did spend on this. Anyway, it's in the teens, but I would have gotten one. Now, I do like to leave a little fat. My mother's from the South. That fat flavors the food up. And I'm using lukewarm water to rinse off this steak really good, as you can see. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I got 6 pieces. Some small pieces, okay. Love it. Now, I'm going to brown the steak and then put it in there. That's how you get that flavor from that fat. So yes, my mother's from the South, so I learned about using the fat to flavor the food. Oh, wait a minute, that's catchy. What did I say? Use the fat to flavor the food. Now that might preach. That might preach. I gotta think of something. I get a preachment out of everything. You know how it is when you got a gift or talent. You don't have to think about it much. Stuff just comes to you, whatever that is that you do, and you're the one who can do it well, and you can't help it. People explain, how do you do that? You're like, I don't know. It just comes to me. We all have something. We just got to tap into what it is. And some of us have multiple things that we can do. We just have to tap into what it is. Maybe I should call this Chit Chat Cook Preaching Singer Show. Then you're like, okay, you're doing too much, girl. You're doing too much. I'm just excited that I have 6 pieces. Okay. Let me turn things around here. Late in the midnight hour. Okay. Come on now. Act right, act right, act right. Not me. Because I love me. So, let me wipe my hands off again. I get teased by my friends, but they said one thing we know, when we eat with you, anything you cook, we know it's clean because you wash your hands 20 times. I can't help it. If I touch the doorknob, I'm going to wash my hands. I'm like, there's germs on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice size too. Nice thickness. And 6. Late in the midnight hour. I can hear Fred Hammond right now and the band. Okay. I'm just my full craziness today. Well, almost. Not quite. Not quite. All right. I'm going to brown the steak in my crock pot. You know what? Not my crock pot. I'm sorry. My cast iron pan. I have a smaller one. I don't want to take this whole thing out. Because, you know, cleaning it is like, oh my gosh. So I'm going to use this. It's just another cast iron. I usually make pancakes and I make everything in here. Bacon, eggs, whatever. I'm going to turn that on. While that's heating up, I'm going to cut up these peppers. And this is why I've been wiping my hands off. I got a rag right here. Like, what's she doing? What that lady doing over there? Let me put it back down again so you can see me cut up these peppers. Pick me up. I did clean my phone off. I usually clean off with some alcohol. Or if not, I have some wipes that I used. Cleaning wipes. That is not sponsoring this podcast. This is heating up. I'm going to put some of this olive oil in here. And just a drop. I like to slit the green onions down the middle. This to create more smaller pieces in one shot. And sometimes I'll do it again. I'll turn it over and I'll cut it on the other side. Be careful, don't cut your fingers now. All right. And I usually fold this, right, instead of having it all long hanging down. So now this is not my sharpest knife, but I like the little ridges on it, and it's smaller. And sometimes I don't feel like using the big knife, so I just use the small one. Of course, with the big one, you could just slice it like butter. But I'm not trying to impress you guys with my method. Not today, anyway. I want to impress you with my food, my creativity, the way I put a spin on things. And then we all learn from each other. Sometimes I watch videos to see how other people are cooking the same dish that I'm cooking. Or learn something new altogether. Right? I don't like eating the same thing over and over again. I like changing things up. Now, lately, because I've been busy and stuff, I'm like, okay, let me grab this, let me grab that. And I repeat, because there's some things I don't mind eating more than once. Okay, so those are my green onions, aka scallions, cut up. Like I said, normally I would have the red pepper, the yellow pepper, the orange pepper, and some garlic. That's cut up. All this have been pre-washed. I usually wash my vegetables when I bring them home before I even put them in the refrigerator. Now my green peppers, I'm not going to cut up that small. And I'm just cutting this up for now so I brown this meat because I want to put these in later. I'm going to leave these in bigger chunks, that's all. Sometimes I leave them in long strips, but this time I'll just do it like that. It's going to cook down. Ooh, I can't wait to get those taters up in there, those taters. Now let's see. Now I will season the meat. Lord have mercy, I should have been doing that. I have some cilantro out here. I have some organic garlic powder. Oh, this is organic too, by the way. I had some fresh thyme and left it in the refrigerator too long, and it's bad. I threw it away. It was part of it, though. I have some organic thyme leaves. Not thyme. I have some garlic from this marketplace that have good food. It's like halal and kosher food. And I have some black pepper. Don't worry, I'm still Christian, but I get food from different places. Okay, and I'm not going to put any salt on it yet. Actually, you know what? I am. I will. I shall. Let me pour some of this. The blood off. The blood. Okay. So now, you know what? Let me do it this way. Because, you know, now I'm just running through it quick because I meant to do this before. And I'm not going to season it heavily, should I say, because I'm going to season. Now, I usually put just chicken broth in the crock pot, but I didn't have any today, so I don't want to lie. So I have some water in there, and I'm going to season the water in the bottom of the crock pot for now. I'm going to put this in there, but it's great if you use chicken broth. Really good. I started using chicken broth and everything now. Boiling pasta, rice, I mean, whatever. Gives it a good natural flavor. Corn on the cob. If I don't have it, I'll just use water. Because sometimes I don't know what I'm cooking for the day. Okay, so I'm just putting all of the seasonings. Not getting so fancy with it because it's not like I'm cooking fried steak or saute in the pan. Where I would distribute the seasoning more evenly. Even though I am going to spread it out some. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. Oh. And I'm going to put this garlic. Man, I love garlic. Anybody else addicted to garlic powder? I am. And onion powder, I am. I am who I am today. Who knows that song? Because God used my mistake. He worked it for my good. Like no one Fantasia song. It's called Necessary. It is necessary. Woo! It is necessary. Whoa! Okay, so I'm going to squeeze another piece. This is a little small piece. This is good. Again, I'm really just trying to not burn it fast. Oh, Lord. It was on the grill. I'm just really trying to brown it a little bit, but I really want to brown the fat. Cook that fat down. Because nobody likes that white, loose fat when you boil something or put it in a crock pot. And again, you browning it. The seasoning with the fat is giving it flavor. Because flavor is fair. Flavor is fair. It's fair. I am who I am today because God used my mistake. And I'm just going to toss it. I'm just going to throw it over in the crock pot. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. This is just making a lot of more water than I wanted it to, but it's okay. It's all right. Now, how I get, I don't know. That's that flesh. Anyway, I don't want to leave the top off too long because it slows down the process of the pressure cooker of the crock pot. Now, I do want a pressure cooker. I didn't want to get no combination because I feel like when one thing breaks down, they all don't function properly, the rest of the machine. So that's why I have a separate crock pot. And I will, okay, so all I'm doing is putting the steak in the crock pot, laying it down in the bottom of the pan. Okay, okay. I really didn't want that much water in here because I want it to brown. These things come so handy. So handy. They're handles for like pots. I love it, I love it, I love it. So what I'm going to do is pour some of this water out. I know it's a little flavor, but it's going to be, plus I want to get some of that blood out. The blood. You know? Let me use my recycled paper towel. She just want to show off the paper towels that she's using some recycled paper towels. All right, now I'm going to put some more oil up in here, and I'm just trying to entertain you guys and be my natural self, but I'm just saying, make these videos a little more fun since it's going to be a little lengthy than some other ones. Oh my, you go over here. Oh, it smells good. I can smell the seasoning. I can tell you wanna boogie. I think I threw the cook part in there because I have a habit of saying a word and a song pop in my head automatically. Is anybody else like that? Can I get a witness? My friends laughing like, oh my God, you do that. How did that happen? I can't help it. I don't know. Songs just pop in my head and I just start singing. Gotta have the exact line or something similar. It just reminds me of something. Don't burn your fingers, shut. Don't burn your fingers. I just want to get that piece. Oh yeah, I got one side of that fat. I just want to get that fat. I just want to get that fat. I just want to get that fat. So I'm just trying to get on the side where most of the fat is so I can make sure I'm browning. That's a little probably joke. Unless you watch Tyler Perry's movie, what is it? I think Meet the Browns, the movie. Cheryl. Well, her name is Cheryl in the, oh my God, what's her name in real life? You know her. I can't think of it right now. I shouldn't even brought it up. But her name is Cheryl in the movie. They all lived in the hood. And she was teasing the lady from having illegal daycare. But anyway, when she was in jail, no, was it that movie? Now I think I think it is that movie. She ended up going to jail. But anyway, oh no, it's the movie where Tyler Perry goes to jail. That's what it is. And she was in that movie too. And he asked her what she was there for, and she was talking about how she killed multiple people. But anyway, she said something and it sounded like brownies, like brownies. All right, unless you know what I'm talking about. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, I want that to be a little more brown. I like the seasoning though. Brown. Now you know what you can do? I forgot, people. Oh my God. I would have used this, but I guess I could put it in the water. The Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire sauce, however you want to pronounce it, my people. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I like to brown it with this. I wasn't thinking, but it's not too late. And the other ones I can bring it over. Lord have mercy. To brown it in that. Yes. It's not too late. It's not too late. You can come now. Not too late. Oh, that smells even good. Yes. It'll shorten the cooking time too. I had it set for 4 hours, but it may actually cook in 3. Because I have it on high. You can do slow cooking up to, 7, 8 hours, but I kind of put it on high because I want everything to be done by 5, 6. It is about 2 o'clock now. Let me see. Those 1 something? Yeah. Between 5 and 6 is good. This is good. Brown just the way I want it. Yeah. Turning off. That's good. Now, my dad made the best steak on the stove. I have not mastered that yet because I don't do it all the time. But, oh my gosh. Okay, so now, hey. Now you can see my face. I can't hide anymore of my cuckoo-ness. I'm just really going to drop this inside of there. I'm going to take this off the hot stove. I'm going to drop them inside the crock pot. And remember, I have water in there. With the water, I'm going to put a little salt later, not now. I know my mother used to say sometimes the salt shrinks the meat more. And because I didn't put any Worcestershire in the other steak, I'm going to put it in there now for flavor. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to drop the meat in here. A little stand in the cabinet. And I'm just layering in there. And I'm putting the rest of this juice. Okay. And that's it. That is it. I'm going to come back with more because you know that's going to be in a couple of hours. But you're going to see this in a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Now what? I should let you see me brown the peppers. Now a lot of times I'll just put them in raw, but I decided to brown them, well, saute them, right? A little oil. I don't want too much oil, but I want to put some plant-based butter. And you guys know I always use plant-based butter. This one is by Miyoko's Creamery Oat Milk Butter. I use this a lot. I love it. Nice and light. I'm just going to put a little bit of butter, really just for the flavor. Flavor. Turn up your radio. Again, if you're from New York, you know that too from the commercial. Okay. I'm going to get a spatula. Okay. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of, look at me, because I'm going fast. Because I gotta remember, I'm showing you guys what I'm doing. Now for this, I would put a little salt. This is sea salt. I usually get the pink Himalayan. My daughter had picked this up for me when she went to the store one day, and they didn't have any pink left. They had the white sea salt, of course, so that's what I'm using right now. Just want to mix this up, make sure it's all stirred up, mixed up in there well enough. That's it. Now, if I want me to do it nice and neat, like a chef, you do it like that, and you do it like that. I want to use the plastic. This is a hard plastic. Don't want to mess that up, so I am using a regular stainless steel spatula. And I just want to saute a little bit. Saute it a little bit and put it right back in this bowl. It's going to be cooking down in that crock pot. That's it. That's it. Time's up. I'll start to stick. I got some of the steak stuff up in there. So, I am going to, I can scoop it up real quick. Put it in there. Just want to help this. Yeah. I mean, it could take some heat, but you know, you don't want to leave it in there. I had this thing for years. I've been taking care of it. I try to take care of everything I have because, you know, I'm from old school. You make things last forever. And that's when they used to make a lot of things last forever. But if you get some real cookware, which I'm about to invest in a whole new set. Well, additional set. Let's just put it that way. Of cookware. I have my little thankfulness on. So, and then I'm going to wipe the stove off all in between. One of those cooks who like to clean and washing. So I just sauteed that and that'll go in later. All right, guys. So now I am cutting up. I really meant to put the potatoes in earlier. I got caught up doing some work. So now I'm like, okay. I'm cutting them up now that it is late so that way they can cook quicker in the crock pot. And I just like taking off some parts that just look a little, you know, little dark marks or white things trying to grow. And I'm just going to throw these in the crock pot and let it cook down some more. Come on, steak. This is the longest. It was 17 minutes. Now I'm down to 10. Now I'm getting anxious because it's so close. I'm going to go do something else and come back and see how the steak doing. But in the meantime, for vegetables, and like I said, I usually don't, I said it before, eat canned vegetables, but sometimes I do buy corn. I used to buy sweet peas in a can, but I mostly buy that fresh now or frozen. And what else I buy canned in sometimes. Lately, because I have to get back to making fresh beans in the bag, soaking it, well, picking it first, soaking it, all that kind of stuff. I got to stop doing that. But, you know, sometimes I buy beans in a can. However, I'm going to use some corn today instead of a green leafy vegetable. And I do got to shop and buy some more green leafy vegetables because they go so fast. I had salad this week, spinach. Not cabbage. It was something else. It was a lot of salad mostly. It was, you know, salad and spinach. That's what I mostly ate this week. So that's finished. I do have cauliflower. I don't feel like making it. It's the frozen kind this time. We are going to do some corn. Corn. Hey. That's what we're going to do. You know what? Instead of putting it in there, save this pot. Save that pot. I'm going to put it in one of my favorite saucepans I like. Because this. Put this on now. So I'm just going to heat up this corn. Is this one seasoned? No. I'll just put a little bit of seasoning in it. Now, I mostly buy corn on the cob. I really do. And I get frozen corn in the bag too. But I just pick this up just to make things quick. Like I said, some days you're just like, this is going to be it today. This is going to be it. I mostly buy the fresh stuff. I said I was going to stop eating corn because I, you know, learned or heard it was made really for animal consumption and not our consumption. And there's other things that I think corn does to the body. It's not the best. And I think that also too increases your glucose level. This is a hard one for me to stop eating because I love corn. And I love corn on the cob. And that's what I mostly buy is corn on the cob. I'm like, how do you stop eating corn on the cob? Life is not fun without that. Barbecues too. Put it on the, oh my goodness, on the grill. Boiling it first in some milk and water or chicken broth. And oh my gosh, seasoning it up. Sometimes I make the street Mexican style corn. So good. Oh my gosh, so good. I do have a video on that. You need to find it. This is the secret sauce for that one. Some of you see this in the vegetable section where fruits and the produce and everything is. And got that little lime taste. Ooh, this is good. I think it's pronounced tahine or something like that. Because the J is not, it's not Tajin and it's not Tajin. It's tahine or something like that. I asked my daughter, she has some Spanish she can speak. But this gives it everything, I'm telling you. And it's one of the easiest food to make after you boil that corn on the cob and you get your mayo out. You can do extra if you want to, but if you use that seasoning, you don't need any lime or lemon. It's already great. You take that seasoning, you get some Parmesan cheese, either fresh Parmesan cheese and grate it up, or you can buy some already grated. Dip that corn in that mayo. I'm giving y'all a little recipe. You dip it in the mayo. Hope I ain't leaving nothing out. I boiled the corn in water and milk and a little salt in the water, just to already give it a flavor, so you don't have to add any more salt. But let me go back. When it's done, you can rub butter on it if you want to. I use a plant-based butter, so I know butter just is hard. It's hard, but I use plant-based butter, either made out of oat milk or almond, or soy, or coconut milk. After that, then it's when that'll melt, because it is, if you keep the corn kind of warm, it'll melt. Then you dip it in the mayo, or you take a brush, rub the mayo on it. You add the seasoning, you sprinkle the seasoning. So I usually have everything laid out and just keep going across the board like I'm working on one of them belts. And then at the end, I put the Parmesan grated. Now you can use other cheese grated too. I think one time I had that mixture of Parmesan I grated with, it was another cheese. I can't think of it right now. Another white cheese. It might have been Munster Jack. I'm not sure. But oh my God. And then sprinkle that on top. You good to go. Black pepper. Whatever seasoning you want. Okay, so this is not going to take long at all. Already have salt in it. Okay. Can't underestimate the salt that's in that canned food. Just because something doesn't taste salty don't mean the salt count is high. I'm going to put butter, and there's a little salt in this butter. How much sodium in here? 70%. 70 milligrams, sorry. 70 milligrams. That's enough. That's enough. Pepper. I'm going to do, you know, how we do. Garlic and onion powder go in everything. Yay! Yay! And I like to put herbs inside my corn too. See, making it special. Making it special. Time won't give me time. And time make lovers feel Like we got something real. Anybody remember Boy George? Okay. Let's mix it up. Okay, so 2 minutes. That steak getting ready to go off. I'm saying that's like the longest 11 minutes ever. Yeah, I'm glad I put just enough pepper because I don't like too much pepper in my corn. It's gonna be good. It's already sweet corn. Got that butter. It's natural juices already in there with some water, of course, they put. Come on, steak. So what we got? Steak and potatoes, corn. That's it. That's it for the day. You know what? I wanted to make another side. I mean, it's potatoes with the steak, but that's because I was going to make the cauliflower and still thought about those beans. But, let's see how this tastes. I need nothing else. I love that taste of butter. I'm in contemplation mode, guys, because I really wanted to eat something a little more filling. You know what? I'm going to do these 1 can of beans I have because it's clean. I just wanted something else. That's not enough for me. And I didn't put a lot of potatoes. You know, I have a lot of small potatoes. I'm going to put this over here because this is definitely done. Put this here. Oh, there it go. It's ready. Ooh, I can't wait. Because I really don't buy red meat. I don't. And once in a while, if I do, it's going to be oxtails or goat. Because I'll curry it up. So I started getting steak once in a while. I don't do the pork. I mean, I do eat pork sometimes, but I don't buy like ham and pork chops anymore. I used to buy pork chops years ago. Sometimes a good pork chop with some grits. Woo, woo. I'm going to talk myself right into it. Tastes good. You know, I'll leave some juices in the beans, but I pour a lot of it out. All right. All right, some dark red kidney beans for real, guys. Tell me that's not real. This is like a good hair dye. Okay, so that's not going to take long. I'm going to take that steak in a minute. I'm going to take that steak. Now, you know I got to season up these beans. A little black pepper again. Some garlic. I know I just like saying garlic, like garlic. Oh, this time I'm going to put some cayenne pepper in the beans. Give it a little something extra. Extra spice. I had a rag that, oh, I put that rag away, that's right. I'm going to get another towel. I just wanted to get this pepper off now. Stuff started accumulating. All right, that, and I'm going to put some onion powder. I'm not going to do the herbs this time, even though I do sometimes. I'm going to put herbs in everything. And I have to add a little butter. I have to add a little butter. Okay. Just a little. Oops. While I make a mess. Okay, that was only a few little drops. So, this is going to cook fast because I have it on high, well, medium high, or high medium. Just stirring it up. Okay. I'm so hungry. It is so bad to cook when you're hungry. Okay, let's go check out the steak. Man, listen. Let's see. What it gonna be? What it's gonna be? Yep, still got nice juice gravy. Look at that. Look nice and dark. Now, sometimes you can add some kind of I don't really put starch in my stuff. That's extra starch. But some people use starch to thicken it up. Sometimes I use, like I have different grains of flour. You can make a gravy first, especially the old school way I do. When you take a little, like I don't use white bleach flour. I use other flours that are more healthier. But I'll take that in a pan with that sauce, that Worcestershire sauce, or browning sauce. And some water and some seasoning, and I stir it up first, and then you pour it into the juice or broth that you already have in here. Hold up, guys, I'll make sure my beans, let me turn it down low. Okay, and you pour it in here, and then it thicken up. And there's other things you could use to make a thick gravy. But oh my god, okay, I'm glad I put the potatoes in when I did, because they are, come on, they tender. Look, they're falling off the skin. The steak is falling off the... Oh, yeah, Lord. Get the meat off the bone. I don't know where I'm going with the rest of that, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I want to taste it. I want to taste it. I wish I could let you guys taste it. Oh, my goodness. So, you know, this wasn't hard. You can make this meal. Now, for those of you who are cooks, this is nothing for you. But some of you, you know, you're looking for some ideas, something you want to, and you want to change up the way you cook. Throw that meat with a steak in this crock pot and go about your day and check on it later. You know, some people leave it on while they're going to work or something. Here we go. Oh my God, it's so good. It's buttery. It melts in the mouth. I mean, it's perfect. It's not salty. You taste the flavors. Oh, Lord. The food gonna be gone if I put it in my plate. I'm ready to eat. Turn off the beans. Okay, so I'm gonna make my plate real quick, guys, because I want to sit down and eat. So I want to show you my finished plate dish and eat. Beans are done. Beans are hot. Okay. Time to make. Okay, so now I got beans, I have corn, I have steak, and I have potatoes. Ooh, got my plate ready right here. Now we're going to start fixing it up. Okay, so. Fixing my little plate. And then I'm going to sign off, guys. It's enough beans for 2 people. Yeah. Oh, the space coming. Ooh. Ooh. Lord have mercy. So, here goes the corn. Corn. Presentation just for you guys. And I'm probably take a picture for the post. That's that. Time to get that steak. All right, guys, this is it. The steak. What I said, there was the dark kidney beans and the corn. That's it. Thanks for watching. I haven't made a long video like this in a while. I don't know how much I chopped it up by the time you see it. But anyway, go ahead and make this. And if you do, put it in the comment section. Okay? Later, guys.